you staring out the window, waiting on you in a little sundress, wanna see your truck.
Hey there, I'm Stephanie Langston for Yallwire in Nashville, hanging out with the lovely Sarah Davidson. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. So you're performing some special acoustic songs for us today.
I am.
Off your EP, you're gearing up to release next week.
Yes, March 25th.
Very exciting. Tell us a bit about the songs you chose to play for us today.
Well, the first song that I'm going to play is called Ride Around.
All over me, yeah. I've got all day and half the night. If we run a little late, I don't mind. 'Cause right now all I wanna do is ride around with you. Ride around.
That is the song actually that aired on episode 3 of The Private Lives of Nashville Wives, the show that I was filmed over the summer. So we wrote that about 8 months back. And, it was really cool to be able to see something go from, the creation of it, and then for people to be able to go download it. And then now I'm performing it live and getting such a great reaction. So it's just really cool to see the different stages of that the life of the song takes on. The second song that I am going to do is called Get Out.
Get out of my head now. Get out of my bed now. Get out of that cafe corner booth. Get out of my small town.
The song is about 4 or 5 years old, and I remember the first time I heard the demo of it. It was actually a male version, and I just knew that if I ever had the opportunity to record that song, I would. It spoke so loudly to me. The emotion in the song is just so evident and so raw and real, and I really felt like it's something that everyone goes through. Even if you're in a great relationship, you've been through loss before, and you've been through a period of, trying to get over somebody, and that's really what this song is about. The next song that I'm going to do is called Drink You Up.
I wanna drink you up. Oh yeah. I wanna drink you up.
Fell in love with it, knew I wanted to cut it, and it just takes me back to a time when I was young in South Georgia, riding around with my boyfriend, falling in love for the first time. Just the lyric is so fun and fresh and different than everything else that's out there right now. And so I'm just really excited about it. I always say that I hope that it makes people roll their windows down and make out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Some action.
Let's talk a little bit about your journey. So you originally are from Georgia. You
Yes.
came to Music City to go to Belmont, right?
I did, yeah. I moved up here. Well, technically I moved up here to get in the music business. My parents did not want me to not have a plan. My plan was like, well, I'm going to move up there and I'm going to, work my way up in the industry. And, they were like, well, Sarah, you have to kind of have a plan. So I was convinced them that I wanted to go to Belmont and study the music business and music. And, did just that, moved up here. I knew no one, and moved, not but 2 blocks from here, and just really dove right in and was so eager and ready to take on and find out more about what Nashville was about.
Did you finish up school at Belmont?
I did not. Beauty school dropout.
And I guess in that journey must be when you fell in love with Dallas?
Yeah, well, yes. After I got my first publishing deal, I was at Curb actually, and went to Key West for the first time to the Key West Songwriters Festival that happens every year down there. And we met down there, and fell in love instantly. And our connection, just on a personal level and a musical level, was just so strong. And I, obviously was just really enthralled with what he did. And at the time he wasn't really that successful. I mean, he'd had 1 hit, and so it was just it was fun to see him grow and develop as a writer and become really successful. So he's a good guy.
Throughout that time with Dallas, I know he now has a slew of #1 hits, so I'm sure it was a little bit of a challenge for you to focus on your career.
Yeah. When we first met, I definitely put a lot of my stuff on the back burner and, thought maybe I could just be, a housewife and not, really pursue a life of, being on the road, making music. And it just, it didn't fulfill me. I really felt like I needed to be performing, and obviously writing. Like I said, it's always a part of who I am, so I'm going to be writing regardless. But I really felt like I wanted to be on the road and taking the music out to share it with people. And, I think that we all have our own paths. And looking back, there were things that obviously I made mistakes, but I really respected him for his accomplishments, and I think that you can't really fail at destiny when you're following your heart. And so, as I began to pursue a career as a recording artist more, he was extremely supportive. And there are the challenges of, him being extremely successful and me not being so successful. But I really believe that everybody has their own journey, and that, I was 23 and he was 30, so, and now that I'm 29, there's a lot more things coming my way, and I feel more self-assured in who I am. And so, I could never look down on him or look down on the fact that he was successful and I wasn't. I think that he's a brilliant songwriter, and he deserved all the success that comes and came his way. So, I really respect him in that sense, and he respects me in the same way.
There's no way it can be easy, though, having cameras around you during a difficult time like that. And
no.
Does Dallas ever come to see you on the road?
He's always traveling. I'm always traveling. We just cannot get along.
It may have been good for you to be able to kind of talk about it. Do you think it added any extra hardship on the relationship?
Honestly, I don't think it did. I think that the basis of what the issues were, it was a lot of things, but what it was between me and him, and it didn't really have anything to do with the cameras or that added pressure. He wasn't really keen on doing the whole thing, but I told him from the get-go, you can be present in whatever capacity you want to be present. And so a lot of the events, previous to us being apart, he didn't come to just because he just didn't really want to, and that was okay with me. I would have liked for him to be there, but I understand, if he doesn't want to do a TV show, he shouldn't have to do a TV show. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to do it, and I saw the opportunity to get my music out there, and so I wanted to do it, and I made the decision to do it, and here we are.
Aside from the theme song, you've also been able to really showcase a lot of your music on here. It seems like they kind of focus on you with that.
Yeah, it's been really exciting to be able to, either perform the music or write the music on camera and show me out on the road in a van with my band, just really working for something. A lot of people assume because I was married to Dallas that things were handed to me and, the doors were just opened, and that's just not the case. And it actually creates an even bigger obstacle for me to go against. No, I really am working for it. So I wanted to tell the story of hard work and somebody that really believed in a dream and was willing to get out there and start from the ground level and build it. But on top of that, the music, to be able to write it, perform it, and then, release it on iTunes, and, a lot of the music is on my EP as well. It's really exciting for me because so many people have reacted in a positive way towards, the Nashville show on ABC with, the Hayden music and all of the music that they're recording that's all, locally written. It's all these songwriters that are in the songwriting community. So for me to actually be, the artist, the songwriter that's writing these songs and performing these songs and then releasing them, and it's the honest truth of where that song came from and the growth of that song. So it's just, it's really exciting for me. And I just, the reaction's been really amazing and people have been so supportive.
Well, it was filmed a year and a half ago, though. Your life has come a long way since then. Now you're separated.
Yeah.
You have your new fabulous place that we're inside of right now. Are you still traveling in the van? And will we get to see this in the future on TV?
Yeah, we've been playing shows. I just finished my EP that's coming out in March 25th, like I said, and we have been out at radio playing "Drink You Up" the single and getting a great reaction. And yeah, from when we started filming, it's been about 6 months. So a lot of, they came in town to film the pilot, and they came back to film the majority of the season. So it all is pretty much behind me, but I feel like I'm reliving everything every week, which is really interesting. But I feel like it's also a form of closure for me to see things from the outside and to see what I didn't see when I was in it. And it's all a journey, and I'm really happy with where I am right now in my career and where the music is going.
Awesome. We look forward to seeing you out there on the road. Your EP, self-titled EP, exclusively at Walmart?
At Walmart and on iTunes. You can get the bonus track, Bright Lights, Big City. The title track of the show is exclusively released through Walmart, and you can get the 5-song EP on iTunes.
March 25th.
Yes, March 25th.
Great. Thank you so much, Sarah Davidson.
Thank you, Stephanie. And Yallwire.
I want